Okay, so this is like some breaking news to some people. Andrew Tate is back in the United States. He is a British citizen, Romanian dual citizenship, if I said that right. And he's back in the United States. You know, he was on travel restrictions from years for some allegations. If you don't know who he is, a self-made billionaire. I don't think he have kids. I know his brother do. But and the great thing about it, it's like when you got success and as a YouTuber, I'm just figuring this out. You know, I ain't had my heyday yet, but a lot of people hate you just because you doing you. So let's react to some of this.
It's extremely important that we stop allowing media spin, wrap up those funded operations, trying to destroy the reputations of good people who have no intention to do anything other than follow the law.
Lauderdale after a Romanian court lifted a 2-year travel ban put in place after their arrest on human trafficking charges in 2022.
We live in a democratic society where it's innocent until proven guilty, and I think my brother and I are largely misunderstood.
The brothers, who were also given back all of their frozen assets, are accused of luring women to Romania to exploit them. Andrew Tate has also been accused of rape. Both siblings deny the allegations. Last year, a Romanian court ruled their case cannot go to trial due to procedural issues.
It's not a thing to like. I see this from a lot of celebrities. I'm talking about male celebrities, athletes, entertainers. It's like this with this R-Road situation. It's like it's so common for them. It's like even like Michael Jackson and like all these Kobe Bryant, Chris Brown. It goes on and on and on. And my whole thing is like when I'm starting to see more of this, even like the whole P. Diddy situation, it's like how easy is it for a girl to lie and say this happened to her? I mean, this is shit is just absolute crazy. And then you think of the people they blaming. Okay, you expect little bum guy from down the block to be trying to drug a girl and whatever else and this and that. Okay. But you talk about these guys that's like athletes, physically fit, tall, hundreds of millions of dollars. They do not have to go out and chase down no kitty cat. Like they do not need to steal kitty cat. They don't need to come make you pass out to get it. Like they got everything you want at your strict requirements. So that's cap. And then like another thing I've been hearing is this always, oh, he put something in my drink. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna tell you what he put in your drink. Alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, you ask like when you break down water and they always got this same stuff. Oh, I was drinking alcohol drink and then I felt like I would. Yeah, you drinking alcohol. I'm an alcoholic my goddamn self. Listen, let me tell you something. You drinking alcohol straight. It's not cocktails. You go to a Diddy party, he break out with the biggest bottle of Ciroc you ever seen in your life, and he pour up 8 ounces of straight alcohol, and you drinking it straight, and you think you gonna feel good. Like on average, I was like, hey, well, how much? Just ask them, how much do you drink when you just out drinking? When the last time you ate? Let's think about. They go to a bar, they might get a little mixed drink. It might have 2 shots and 10 ounces of fluids or something like that. Now you getting half pint, a liter within an hour, and you don't think you're gonna feel some type of way? This shit, man.
Recently decided because we have no active indictment in court to let us go and return.
The Tates, who are avid Trump supporters with millions of online followers, allege this is a political conspiracy to silence them. In recent weeks, Andrew Tate posted on X, quote, "The Tates will be free. Trump is the president. The good old days are back and they will be better than ever." The Trump administration is now facing questions of whether they pressured Romania for their release.
They're quite vocal Trump supporters during the election. They've had interactions with Trump Jr. on Twitter, and one of Tate's lawyers is now in a position in the White House.
Thursday afternoon, President Trump was out.
I'm not a Trump supporter, but one thing, when right is right, right is gonna be right. Trump didn't do nothing to get them dudes commuted or nothing like that. It's the whole, if you've been following the story for the whole 3 years and been watching, like you really want to get this pull out the microscope. It was girls saying they was kidnapped, they was in the house, all this. How is you kidnapped in my house? I ain't even in my house. And then you get in the car and leave and come back multiple times out shopping, spending my money. But I'm kidnapping you. Come on, nah. A lot of these girls, that mean that's their whole thing. They just playing the system.
Asked about the issue.
Yeah, I just know nothing about it. We'll check it out.
Romania
in Fort Lauderdale today. Remember, they're dual U.S. British citizens. They were arrested in late 2022. They were formally indicted last year on charges that they participated in a criminal ring that lured women in Romania where they were sexually exploited here. Well, they made brief comments outside the airport today. This is Andrew Tate. Let's listen.
And the crazy part of this, I know you're tired of me interrupting, but the crazy part about this is, how the hell is the news sitting there waiting on him, like they act like he escaping to another country, like he's Russell Simmons going to Russia or something like that, you know? They act like there's no extradition treaty or whatever. Like, if he was guilty of something, the United States will quickly send his ass back over there, hook, line, and sinker. They ain't not gonna play. And so the media making it sound like, oh, why is he in the United States? Oh my God. He's like, dude, I ain't been found guilty of nothing. And 90% of the stuff I've been charged with been dismissed. The most heinous of the stuff been gone. Like the stuff that can really cook him, because it been debunked. So I don't know why they treat him like he's a criminal. I mean, you might not like the guy. I understand this. Like me, I don't agree. Look, do I come as a fan? I guess, yeah, I come as a fan. But I don't agree with everything he's saying do. That's like, you know what I'm saying? He's not me. You know, but okay, I get it. But all this like hating, like people just like the internet, just, man, it's just a cesspool of people that got miserable ass lives that hate themselves.
Listen. We live in a democratic society where it's innocent until proven guilty, and I think my brother and I are large.
In that, I read about it through the media. Clearly, the federal government has jurisdiction, whether they want to rebuff his entry into the United States, and I have confidence that whether it's Pam Bondi or Kristi Noem, that they will be looking at that. I do know our Attorney General, James Uthmeyer, is looking at what state hooks and jurisdiction we may have to be able to deal with this. But the reality is no, Florida is not a place where you're welcome.
Okay, so now this is another example of fake news. He making it sound like Andrew Tate is a ongoing threat. Like, you don't understand. Like, okay, yeah, he got a little history, but it's not bad as you think it is. The media make it sound like so worse. I call this fake news right here. He make it sound like dude's escaped convict. He's running from the country. He's trying to hide out in Florida. That ain't even the case. You just mad because he's a multi-billionaire. He more physical fit than you can get any girl he want, and he flew across 10% of the world on a private jet. Sound like you just butthurt hater.
With that type of conduct
in
the air, and I don't know how it came to this. We were not involved. We were not notified. I found out through the media that this was something that was happening.
Why would you have to be notified? This guy do not got warrants. This guy has not been convicted of anything. And third but not least, he's a U.S. citizen. What the fuck? Born and raised in the United States. I didn't even understand like why they wasted all this time and taxpayer dollars even doing this newscast. Why? For what reason? I don't know. Check out the comments.
All right, DeSantis there.
In disbelief and feel re-traumatized by the news that the Romanian authorities have given in to pressure from the Trump administration to allow Andrew Tate to travel around Europe and to the US. The Tates say they've been given back cars and other seized assets, as well as their temporary freedom. The brothers are former kickboxers with joint US and UK nationality. They're controversial figures who flaunt their wealth and lavish lifestyle on social media. Influential to a generation of young men, to others crude, sexist and misogynistic, but only after their trial in Bucharest.
If the police want to get hold of the Tate brothers because they face criminal charges here in the UK, yes, I would expect those extradition treaties to be used.
If they don't go back to Romania, a new extradition request may have to be sent to the United States.
And for the people that don't know, for the last 3 years, since this all that happening with Don, Andrew and Tristan Tate been cooperating with authorities. The same thing, like, remember that raided P Diddy. These two different situations. They raided P Diddy house months before then. He been cooperating with them. Everything. Hey, this one I'm gonna be at. This my location. Been working with them 100%. People don't realize that. They get these news and like that over exaggerate stuff. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Around about us on the internet. We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever. We have no criminal record anywhere on the planet ever. Our case was dismissed on the 19th of December in Romania under the Biden administration. And our prosecutor recently decided, because we have no active indictment in court, to let us go and return.
So, you know, then it's other theories about him, stuff like people with like the Bitcoin, the meme coins, stuff like that. I'm not into like the Bitcoin, the crypto community, so I can't really speak on that. It's one guy, you know, that I would put like the most faith in, CoffeeZilla. I mean, he's on YouTube. It was something with like the meme coins, and you know, you heard about the recent scandal with like Jack Doherty had a coin, and Hawk to a girl, Holly Welch, you know, her, and you know all this about the crypto. I mean, you can be mad about that. I mean, really, between this whole situation and that, it's like insane. And like for all the guys that's watching, if you do want to come into money or something, especially you a single guy, I mean, yeah, you want to be a willing husband and all this, but you got to watch out. It's a lot of these girls out here because, man, you got to really play your cards right. You got to be paranoid, you know. But hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to